Alright, we on.
Yep.
They try to cut the homie off, talking about they shit. Hey, May Slow, he live from Donovan,
Westcoast.
live from Donovan State Prison, Donovan State Prison in San Diego, California. People been asking and stuff. They want to know about your diet and what they feeding y'all in there, whatever else. So give me a rundown.
Man, oh yeah, you know, for starters, I'm gonna give you what we had this morning. You feel me? Like we had some soggy ass pancakes. You feel me? With some sugar-free syrup. You know, they had the cracked wheat on the side. You know, that shit, they overcooked the cracked wheat. The cracked wheat is like oatmeal. You feel me? They had what else? They had beans. Oh yeah, they had beans with every meal. You feel me? Like
Beans
the motherfuckers just, you know, gonna eat beans. They have it every day on every meal.
Is that because y'all so close to Mexico?
I guess. I mean, I don't know, but shit.
That's crazy.
I mean, I would think that a motherfucker would change up the course just a little bit. You feel me? Give a nigga some rice or something. You feel me? Like, they give a nigga beans and tortillas like damn near every other day. You feel me? And, see, that's just one meal. That's just today. But they've been giving us, eggs, you know, nasty ass, powdered eggs that you have to mix up. You feel me? They give us that. They give us, soybean meat. You feel me? We don't even give real meat no more. You feel me? Like the beef tips, they took them away. You feel me? We never would get pork. Never would get pork. Because the Muslims, they 602 that. You feel me? So they give us soybean milk. We call that blow up. You feel me? It's alright. It's alright. But it's nasty as fuck. And then, you know, they call this shit SOS. You know, shit on the shingle. You feel me? That SOS
How
is
it
nasty
look?
as fuck.
How it look?
Man, first off, the shit, the SOS look like it got gristle in it. You feel me? Like they shaved down gristle in the SOS. And then it's runny. It's not thick like how it's supposed to be. It's like runny like a soup. Feel me? And then they give you a big old piece of cornbread on the side instead of the biscuit. You remember when they used to give us the biscuits back in the day?
Yep.
Shit, they give us a big old piece of cornbread. Feel me? That shit is so disgusting. But motherfuckers in here are creative as fuck. Feel me? Like a motherfucker, like, alright, like we got shelves, you feel me? Like lockers, they call them lockers. Like the 4 squares, you feel me? About 11 inches from up and down, 11 inches up and down, so you can put a lot of shit up in there, you feel me? Motherfuckers, they scrape, you know how the lockers are painted, right? With paint. Motherfuckers scrape the paint off the locker, scrape the paint off it, and then we got hot pots with the hot plates, you feel me? We got hot pots with the hot plates. Alright, motherfuckers, they break the hot pot for the hot plate. They find cans, like cans in the garbage cans or wherever. They find them, and then they put the can, like they get 2 or 3 cans and put them in there, and then they put the hot plate on top of the cans. So the hot plate is touching the locker and the cans. You feel me? They got a plug running from the hot plate, so they plug it in. You gotta have about two or three hot plates and shit up under there. So a motherfucker plug them in, bam. It gets hot. It gets hot as fuck. You feel me? And that's like our grill. That's our grill. You feel me? Motherfuckers can cook anything. You chop up sausages. You feel me? Motherfuckers get raw eggs from the kitchen. You know, crack them and make omelets and all type of shit on the locker. You feel me? Like, cool. Shit. Motherfuckers get real creative up in here when it comes to the meal. You feel me?
That's some creative shit.
like, motherfuckers be making stir fry, be making rice bowls, shit. You can even like, fried chicken on that motherfucker. You feel me?
Damn.
Motherfuckers get real creative when it's time to cook. You feel me? Like a motherfucker ain't hungry. You feel me? Like, but the bills that Donovan provide us is a no-go.
So what?
It's a no-go.
What dinner that you just ain't fucking with that they be serving?
I don't fuck with. They have the chili. They got chili beans. You feel me? With the on top of rice. I don't fuck with that because they cook everything in a big ass kettle in the main kitchen, and when they cook the shit. They standing over a big ass kettle that's hot as fuck, and they stir it, and they leaning over. So when they leaning over, you know they sweat, and you know they nose be running sometimes and shit, and that shit drops into the kettle while they doing that. You feel me?
That's nasty.
So anything that on the set, it's super nasty.
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
And then sometimes when they clean in the pots, they put on the the rain boots, and they jump in the pot and they start cleaning it. So they standing in the pot. That shit is hella nasty.
Damn, nigga, you ain't got no homies that's in the kitchen that's making sure shit is good.
I mean, we do, but when motherfuckers is cooking and they clean it, like motherfuckers ain't got time to be, checking up on them. Like that's just how they cooking. You feel me? Like I'm not gonna eat it at all. I worked in the main kitchen for a couple of years, so I seen how they make shit. You feel me? And that shit is a no-go. It's a no-go.
What's the nastiest thing you seen when you was working in the kitchen?
What's the nastiest thing I seen? Working in the main kitchen? Man, I seen, after we're done cooking, after they're done cooking, right? They put everything in the pans. They got the 200 pans, the 400 pans, and the 600 pans. It's the deepness of the pan. They put them on carts. They put them on carts. You can fit like 20 pans on each side. Feel me? They put them on the carts. And then I used to work chill blast. What we do is when they load up the carts, we push the carts to like these big ass freezers. And then we push them up in there. The freezers can hold about 2 or 3 carts. So, we push them in there. We dial up the time that we want them in there, and we close the door. And then they cool them down and then freeze them. The nastiest shit I seen was after we pulled them out. We pulled them out. And we start putting them on the carts. We start putting them on the carts that go to the yard. One of the pans fell over, bam, and there's rat shit and all type of shit up in the main kitchen. It's unsanitary. You feel me? So one of the pans fell, bam. So they was like the boss. He was gonna get mad because we don't have enough for shit to be wasted like that. So a motherfucker took a top to the pan and scooped it up with the rat shit and all type of shit on the floor and put it back in the pan and sent it off to the yard. Sent it off to the yard on the set. That shit is super nasty. You feel me? I seen shit like that. That's why a motherfucker ain't really like. I can't really eat that shit. The best meal I think they had is the chicken on the bone or the chicken puck. The chicken puck.
Yeah.
What the chicken puck is a boneless chicken patty. But it's all processed chicken, and they make it into like a thick pup and shit, and everything, processed, processed food. They throw everything in it. You feel me? Like whatever.
Eyeballs, it don't matter.
Comes with,
but check this out. On the time, because we got 5 minutes on this call. When they making the chili, you ain't fucking with it. What's the best spread? Your favorite spread? What's the ingredients? Or what's your favorite spread that you go back and do?
Oh, my favorite spread. I like of course the noodles. I like
what flavor?
Beef. Picante beef noodles. You feel me? Alright, we got refried beans. I put refried beans, I put rice, and then I chop up a sausage. Bam! I chop up the sausage, put it up in there. You feel me? And then pour the hot water on there. And when I do that, I get some pork skins. I put it in there too, some pork skins, and then after everything is cooked and the pork skins get soft and nice, I pour off the water, feel me? And then I add the seasoning packs. Bam! I add the seasoning packs. I put probably a little garlic powder with some miced onions, the minced onions, the little chopped up onions, with some red pepper flakes, with some squeezed cheese, Then mix it all up with a little mayonnaise too. I forgot the mayonnaise. I can't forget the mayonnaise. Put a little mayonnaise up in there. Mix it up. Give me a 4-pack of bread. You feel me? Or some crackers. You feel me? Make me a Kool-Aid. Some Kool-Aid. And then we have a meal. You feel me? We got a meal.
That sounds good as hell. Hey, they still. Because when I was in Donovan, they had the little Kool-Aid packs. They still got them ones that they call it. Remember they call it the something bad. What they call them?
Oh yeah. Nah, the Kool-Aid that when you was in there, the Kool-Aid packs that they had was the Kool-Aid was so fucked up that you can shine your sinks with the Kool-Aid. Feel me?
They had a name though. What was the name for them? Because they said you can't have babies and shit if you drink that shit. What was the? I forgot the name. They had a bad name. For that shit.
That's the Kool-Aid I'm talking about. I don't know what it's called, but
this call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
But that shit was so strong it'll knock the rust off your sink. You feel me? That's why motherfuckers wasn't drinking it. You feel me? Shit. That shit is bullshit. You gotta get the Kool-Aid out the package. You feel me? Like they got Crystal Light. They got a fruit punch. They got the Skittle Kool-Aid. They got all kind of Kool-Aid. The blueberry Kool-Aid.
Okay.
But we don't fuck with the packet.
You have 60 seconds remaining.
We don't fuck with the packet Kool-Aids that come in the lunch, in the lunches. Them is the Kool-Aids you talking about. The ones that come in the lunches. We don't fuck with them because they'll fuck off your sperm count. And shit. If it's strong enough to knock rust off the sink, you don't want to drink that. You feel me?
I used to drink that shit.
That's not what you want to drink. But I'ma holler back at you and shit. The phone is finna go off. You feel me? But I'm gonna get back at you. Say this, and you already know, Westcoast 3-0, SVC. I'm gonna get back at you. You feel me? Because nigga need to mix it up some more. You dig?
For sure.
So I'm gonna holler back.
Indeed.
Yeah. Yes, sir. All right.
Yeah, that was May Slope giving y'all a rundown on that prison diet. You know what I mean? Giving y'all some insight. Y'all better stay out of that jail. You don't want no parts of that place. You know? Make sure y'all like and subscribe. And the next episode is gonna be worth it. We getting into some real stuff on the next episode. I'm gonna go live. I ain't gonna go live, but I'm gonna have the camera on so you can see my reactions while I'm talking to May Slow.